Hey guys, Adam here. So today we're going to do a bit of a review on a new purchase we've made. It's a Makita drill and impact driver. So the other day I got a little bit annoyed. We have an old Ryobi and a smaller Makita drill that we use, and it wasn't powerful enough. So we went down to the local hardware store and bought ourselves this. We were lucky, it was on special at the time. I think they were doing some type of promotion because of Father's Day, so got in, saved ourselves about 100 Australian dollars. So we paid about $650 for this full kit. It also came with a free blower, which I think that if you get on and buy a kit like this soon, you still will have the chance of being able to put a redemption in for a Makita blower. But just wanted to walk through exactly what you get out of this, because what I found when we went and made this purchase, that there are so many different types of drills, so many different types of brands, and then within the brands, 2, 3, maybe 4 variations of drills within each brand. So I was a little bit confused and a little bit lost about what exactly it was that I needed to look for. And hopefully what I do today will give someone out there a little bit more understanding of what they need to look for when they're looking for a drill. So I guess the key points when we went and made this purchase was to do with price. So we had to make sure it was something that was somewhat affordable for us, and we had to make sure it was going to do the job that we needed it to do. There's nothing more annoying than buying something that is not quite strong enough, doesn't quite do everything that you need, so you get caught short. So you go, you take it out, you think you're going to get a job done, and you realise that the tool that you bought, that you've spent some hard-earned money, some hard-earned dollars on, doesn't actually do what you want it to do. Which is why we went down the path of the Makita and why we went for this kit specifically. So we'll open it up. I'll show you what you get within this kit. This is the DLX2455T. Now, it's an Australian kit that you get for that. I think if you're overseas, you'll be looking for something a little bit different. But in the end, I guess probably the key things to look for are what you actually get out of the kit. So open it up. First one we get is our driver. It's a hammer drill, DHP486 is what this one comes with. So if you go online and you look up DHP486 Makita, it will tell you what this one is. Let's pick him up, move him out of the way. So this one has 141 Newton meters of power in it, and it's the top of the line Makita drill driver. The other thing that it comes with, let me take him out, is the DTD172, which is the brushless impact driver. So much lighter, much shorter in length. Spin it around, get the short one in front. You can actually see the difference between the two when you're using it. And weight-wise, I would say, without actually knowing what the specifications are, this is about half the weight of what is in my left hand here. So, impact driver, hammer drill. Hammer drill comes with also a handle to attach to the front, so it's metal on metal, which means that you're not going to get plastic bowing, which I thought was really good. And it also came with 2 batteries, 2 of the 5 amp batteries, which was really handy as well. It also came with a fast charging station. So we already had a station, but we didn't have the fast charging one. Let me just get that, because it's really cool. It does something a little bit different as well. Hang on, I'll take it with me. So this is the fast charging station. You can tell it's the fast charging one, DC18RC. R stands for rapid, so rapid charging. Now listen to this. Take it out, listen again. Take it out, listen again. How cool is that? Now, as my son said, it sounds like an old Nokia phone ringtone, which I think is really cool. I really like that. Doesn't add anything extra to how it charges or anything. Just a nice little touch, I thought. Anyway, let's go back and have a look at the actual drills themselves. Okay, so back to the drills. Both of them brushless drills. The BL motor LXT version. So the great thing about this drill is that it has the 3 settings being screw, drill and hammer drill. So if you want to drill into some masonite, concrete, bricks, whatever it might be, this can do it. Now it doesn't have a huge hammer ability on it. So you see here, and it's probably a bit hard to tell, but the backwards and forwards motion of it, there's not a huge variation between it, which means that it doesn't get a huge amount of power going backwards and forwards for when you put it into hammer. So if you're going into anything really hard, battery operated hammer drill probably isn't going to give you what you need. You're probably going to need something where you actually plug the power into the electricity. Some of the nice things that it came with, belt holder, which is really handy. I don't use it as a belt holder. I actually hang mine up on the wall using that. It came with a couple of little screws on the side, which is nice, I guess. Doesn't really add a huge amount, but not going to hurt. One thing that I did like about it is that it sends the light on, holds it there for 10 seconds once you turn it on, once you press the trigger. So it stays there, so if you're working in the dark, you don't even have to have your finger on the trigger to actually hold it to see what you're going to do. Speeds, so first speed, which is low speed, and then 2, which is high speed. So I really like this. I'll show you how it works. We'll do some comparisons a little bit about that one. I forgot to mention, also comes with a depth gauge. So how the depth gauge works is that it joins in into your handle, and you actually have it sitting like that on your drill, so you can see how deep you need to go. So if you know you can only go a certain amount because you don't want to break through the other side of a wall or through the side of a bit of timber, that's what you can use that for. So the DLX2455T says on the box here 180 Newton meters. Very fast, very quick, very powerful. So went through some bits of metal not too long ago, worked really well. On this, it's got, let's hold it, what way are you going to be able to see it? I'll hold it this way, appreciate that's upside down still. 4 settings, so first 2 are timber settings, next one's screw and the other one's screw. You can actually do some things around setting it as your preferred setting. I'm not too sure how to do that though. And for this one with the light, very similar, but actually something I like better on this that isn't available, all you need to do is, why isn't that working for me? I'm not sure why, but the light's not working. There we go, I hit the button. So what it's got here is you don't actually have to pull the trigger to turn the light on. You can actually just use the little button on there, which I really like. The fact that you can just hold it there, really light, so it's not like you're holding a lot of weight, and all you need to do is put your finger on the little button there to hold the light on. Really good little thing. Alright, so that's the 2 purchases that I've made. Now we're going to do a bit of a test. What I want to test here is how long it takes for us to drill some screws into some different bits of timber. So what I've got here, 3 bits of timber. And we'll go from easy, medium, hard. So this is a brand new piece of pine. It's treated bit of pine, but brand new. This is an older piece of pine, so I'd expect it to be a bit harder. And this is some really old hardwood, so harder again. And what we're going to do as a test to compare the two is use my old Ryobi. We'll go in, we'll see how long it takes for us to get a screw in, and then we'll do a comparison of how long it takes using the impact driver, and also how long it takes using the drill. And hopefully that gives us an idea of what it is that we've paid for. So let's give this a test. Alright guys, so now with my 3 drills that we're going to go, we're going to use the drill, the impact driver and the Ryobi drill, the old one. This would be about 15 years old now. We're going to put them all in and see how they perform. Whoop, nearly dropped it. So first of all, we'll try the Ryobi drill into the pine. Let's see how this performs. Okay, that's the Ryobi drill into the pine. Let's now try Makita drill into the pine. Wow, that was so much more powerful and so quick. And actually had it on the wrong setting. So let's try that again. Try this on the slower setting. That's on 1. Doesn't get all the way in. Let's try it. Whoa. Bit of wind there. Feel like I'm really in control there. And let's go on the highest setting. 21 settings for this one. And just go straight through it without a problem at all. Alright, get him out of the way. And now we'll try the impact drill. Impact driver. That works so good. This feels so easy to use in this type of setting. I really like this. Really like it. Alright, let's go again. Number 2. Now I'm going to have to keep this a little bit up off the ground, off the table. I'm not going to go all the way in because it's a thin piece. Well, might be able to go all the way through. Let's see. So it went in pretty easy. It is on the highest setting, which I would have expected to go a bit quicker compared to what I've just been using with the other drills, but let's give it a go. Again, highest setting. I'm not sure. I'll put the times up to see how long this is actually taking, so you guys will have a better idea of the time taken on the screen there. But it does feel like the Makita goes a lot quicker. But we'll see after this whether that's the case or not. And the drill driver. Yeah, I reckon that's the quickest. I do. But let's see. Alright guys, next test we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of drilling. So I've got a 3/4 inch drill bit on the end here, and we're obviously not going to do it with the impact driver. We'll just do it with the 2 drills and see how they both perform. Let's give this a go. Seemed pretty easy, didn't it? Try the next one. Cut through pretty good. Last one. I'm going to have to actually move you a bit closer, because I don't think I'm going to be able to reach. Last piece. pretty tough, but it did get through it. Just making a bit of a mess up here too. Alright, let's try the Brushless. Hang on a sec. Move you to the back and I'll do you last. Oh, he does not like that. Got a little bit caught, but did just make it through, we'll say. Next piece we've got, let's go up this end away from those screws that I've been doing. That's backwards, let's go forward. Definitely does not have the same power. That was pretty tough. Let's try and see how we go with the hardwood. This isn't easy. Look, I'm giving up there. It could be done. You definitely could do the job with that. But that's pretty tough, trying to get through that. So I think we'll see how the actual numbers come in. But safe to say that unsurprisingly, the new Makita drills would have taken the cake. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys have really enjoyed it. They're two great drills. I've done a little bit of work with them since we bought them, probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago. We were able to put up a fence. Been just playing around, putting up some bits and pieces on the walls and whatnot. It has made life a lot easier having 2 bits of equipment that we can trust that's going to get exactly what we need done, actually done, rather than relying on this where being snapping drill bits off, going into bits of metal, not being able to drill properly through bits of timber and other bits and pieces. It's obviously done me well for the price. It definitely has done above what I would have expected it to have done when we bought it, as I said, 10-15 years ago. But it's time to put this little fella to rest and rely on these guys going forward. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Hope it's given you a bit of information on what to look for if you're looking for a drill. So start worrying about the Newton meters of ability within each of the drills that you're looking for. Always best, if you are going to go and get yourself a drill, see if you can find some type of kit, like a bundle, where here we got the 2 plus a blower that's on its way, and the 2 batteries and the charger. As I said, for $600 odd. One of these alone I think was about $450. So then to get the charger, the batteries, the extra drill, the blower, those other bits and pieces, it's always worthwhile finding a bundle and upgrading yourself within a bundle of bits and pieces, whether they include a grinder, drop saws, or whatever the other things are that you guys are looking for. You also don't have to be too worried about the fact that you've locked yourself into a specific brand. So I still buy Ryobi bits and pieces. I've got a Ryobi grinder because it works well and does what I need it to do. Got a Ryobi planer. I only bought that probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago as well. So you don't have to lock yourself into a brand. Given the fact that they pretty much throw the batteries and the chargers in with any type of bundle that you buy, you can end up having 3 or 4 different brands of equipment. It's not like it's a big deal. You're in the one workshop, you're always doing your work at home anyway, so it doesn't actually really matter. So that would be my one thing to point out, of going, don't necessarily be brand loyal. be loyal to the equipment that you want and for the price point that you guys are willing to spend. Hope that's helped. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. I've enjoyed having a bit of play with some timber. Now I've got some cleaning up to do. Have a great day, guys. Bye all.